Let's look at another way that searchers search. I've got MSN Search open here, and here's a popular search query term, search engine. Now, this is only an example, but I think if I paint a broad stroke picture here with my paintbrush in this demo, you'll get the idea. I'm actually thinking about trying to find a search engine optimization firm in my neighborhood. All right, so watch. Most people actually search broad to narrow, and this is a real cool thing to know. All right, I'm going to repeat that. Most searchers start broad, and they get narrower and narrower and narrower. And a huge mistake with novice, beginner SEOs is that they optimize sites for very, very broad terms. Now, I'm saying that slowly because I'm trying to emphasize this. Let me say it one more time, quicker. You don't want to optimize sites for broad terms unless you don't have any competition. Okay? Meaning, here's a perfect example. Watch. I'm going to search with MSN Search, and for this term, search engine, there's 123,264,557 results containing search engine. Well, who's going to be found for that? Well, these guys are, but I guarantee you they're entrenched, and these are top players in this space. Some of the names in here like SEO Roundtable, SEO Chat, Submit Express, these are very, very, very famous, popular sites. And we've not really talked about link building once in any of these movies, and it will be coming up, but they probably have a zillion links pointing at them too, which helps their page rank. But let's start narrowing this down a little bit. So let's now type in optimization and watch this number. All right, it's gone down significantly. However, 5,562,000, XXX702, whatever you want to call it here, all these numbers, is an incredible amount of competition. And the players in this space are SEO Logic. We've talked about Bruce Clay, SEO Book, Aaron Walls, great site. There's lots and lots of competition for this. Now, let's keep going. What if, like I said earlier, I'm looking for a SEO firm somewhere in Los Angeles. See how long the phrase is getting? The search query phrase? Now we're down to 91,556 results. This is still very, very high, but if you were an SEO firm in Los Angeles like me, I live in Los Angeles, I do work in Los Angeles, then I have somewhat of a shot of getting ranking here. But, let me give you some insider information from my very own website. I will shamelessly promote my own website in this video. And that is this. Even though I live in Los Angeles, having an SEO firm in LA optimized for search engine optimization Los Angeles, or agency, or firm, or company is highly competitive. And for me to show up right here would be very, very difficult. So let's narrow it down even more. Do you know where I'm going with this? Targeted searches. Santa Monica is where I do business. And watch this number right here. When I click search, we've dropped down to 70,000 results for search engine optimization Santa Monica. And hey, who's number one? I am. Let's visit my site just for a minute. websearchengineer.com. There I am. By the time you look at this page, if you ever visit it, I hope to have a better photo up. This one's old. But my point is this, is that starting with search engines, or search engine I should say, isn't going to help. And optimization is not going to help because the competition's huge. And Los Angeles was too broad, but Santa Monica narrowed the search down significantly, and I could actually compete, and I can actually get placement position, rank, a number one rank for that matter, over all these other folks here who are also doing that kind of work in Santa Monica. And of course, there's other things like my snippets, my page title, and many other factors, off-page factors they're called, that help me get to number one. But my point is this: think about it. Whatever you're doing, whatever kind of site, company, school, government agency you're working for, a personal homepage, if you want to be found, you want to do something called broad to target. You want to think, well, broad is great if I don't have a lot of competition and I can use those terms. But if there's a lot of competition like Facelift Los Angeles, you might want to say Facelift Beverly Hills, okay? Or search engine optimization Santa Monica. I'll get into this later, but I'm a huge believer in geo-targeting. What does that mean? It just means that whatever you're doing in SEO, if you just add the neighborhood that you work in, you have a heck of a better chance of showing up in a high-ranking search query result than without a city name or a neighborhood name or what have you.